In 2006, an economist proclaimed that women are the world's underutilized resource. Since then, a growing body of research has reinforced the idea that the economic empowerment of a woman can significantly boost productivity, reduce poverty, help women make right financial decisions, and build a sustainable economy through the family.
Orúkọ mi ni Mrs. Adékẹ́ Adélé. Hairdresser ni mí. Mo dẹ̀ máa ń ta ọjà nírọ̀lẹ́ bíi ẹyin, indomie, raw indomie, mineral, pure water. Mo máa ń gbé yẹn sí ìta ọ̀dọ̀ nírọ̀lẹ́ bọ̀ láàárọ̀ mo máa ń filẹ̀ fún àwọn tó bá fẹ́ ṣe irun láti àárọ̀ títí di ìrọ̀lẹ́. So àwọn iṣẹ́ tí mò ń ṣe nìyẹn.
My name na Mrs. Gafara Aisha. I dey sell pepper and tomato for Owode Orile bus stop, Mile 12.
Orúkọ mi ni Florence Olúwakẹ́mi Vincent. Mo ń ta oúnjẹ, ṣọ́ọ̀bù mi lélẹ̀ ní Alapere, Church Street.
My name is Florita Fumilola Peters. I'm a nurse. I sell drugs and I treat patients.
Proshare Foundation, having identified the gap in the lack of financial education and enlightenment, particularly for the grassroots women, developed a project to empower 33 women. Beyond empowerment for these women through seed grants was financial education and mentoring.
Why the grassroots women? Well, why not the grassroots women? No one actually gets to focus on these women, actually, and I would say that it is pretty unfair for us not to include them, because if you're talking about financial inclusion, they should not be excluded, truly, because you see that the women, and they are women really, they are not. Sometimes people say, oh, grassroots. Yes, because you need to define that demography, but they in their little way contribute in no small measure to the economy and to their families as well. I would say that, and I'll give a typical example here. We all need the market woman in whatever we need to do, because we need to go to the market to buy our basic needs. And the truth of the matter is, whatever class you find yourself, whether at the grassroots level, whether at the elite state, we all have basic needs. So for example, you would say that we all need to eat. So I can choose to go to a very expensive restaurant to have lunch. The woman in the market also needs to feed. So she can choose to say, I can eat at Iyar Risi's Buka. It is the same thing. We all need to meet our basic needs. I'll give you another example, an interesting one. We all need to clean up our tooth in the morning. So I can choose to use very high luxury brands to clean my tooth with a toothbrush. The Iyarisi in the market can choose to use the local, what you and I know as bako, I think that's what it's called, to clean her tooth. But the whole aim is achieved because we need to get our tooth cleaned. So you can see that humans really all have the same basic needs of life. When we talk about grassroots women, and these women do business, they have the capability to earn, to manage, and this directly impacts on the level, I would say it directly impacts on the population and the quality of their children.
So one of the major reasons why we had to partner with the women for this one, it's because somehow I've been part of this. Most of the beneficiaries are people that I've worked with in the last 3 years. I understand what this empowerment can do to them. I understand the value that they can get out of it. I understand how their lives can be transformed. And for that reason, I encourage our men, and I had a discussion with the leadership of the men, and they gave their support. So essentially, we are in support of this because we know that it will go a long way to actualize the dreams and aspirations of the women out there.
At the core of poverty is financial illiteracy. If people were financial literate, there would be lesser menace and poverty would reduce.
Criminality, I would say, has a symbolic relationship with poverty. When women are able to make the right decisions for themselves, they raise better kids and they raise better homes, and we have a better nation in our hands. However, we found out that at this level, these women who are now financially exclusive are not able to make the right financial decisions. And that's what we discovered during the COVID era, that they couldn't make the right decisions, they couldn't save, they couldn't earn better, and it helped us because we were at the field. We were able to develop a solution that met that pain point.
Part of the beneficiaries told their story to the journey of becoming empowered.
Oríṣiríṣi ló ti yàtọ̀ torí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó kọ́ wa ń bẹ̀ yẹn ó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ká lẹ́nu torí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó kọ́ wa ń bẹ̀ ní experience rárá bọ́ ẹ ṣàlàyé fún wa wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ bá ṣe máa tajà tá a máa san sálárì fúnra wa láì ṣe pé bóyá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́ndẹ̀yìn wọ́n sọ pé tá a bá tajà a lè san sálárì fúnra wa lẹ́yìn tá a bá yọ gain wa tá a yọ ọjà tá a yọ owó ọjà tá a ṣe everything pé so àǹdẹ ọjà wa bó ṣe máa lọ sókè wọ́n explain everything better fún un ó jẹ́ kí inú mi lè jù.
Business dey boom well well for me because of the education wey I acquire there. A lot of things. Before, I was into zobo and soya milk. So because of the training wey I acquire for there, I need to add pepper and tomato, and that one come dey move well well for me. Before, I dey buy in small quantity, and now I dey buy basket.
Ó tó di pé mo pàdé wọn torí mo máa ń ṣe snacks náà torí ọjà yẹn ló jẹ́ kí n kàn stop ẹ̀ for now pé àti pé torí ojú ọ̀nà wa tó ń ṣe ló jẹ́ kí ẹlòmíràn nílé cross wá sórí side yìí pọ̀ tó bá bẹ̀ mí máa ń ṣe fún un. So before kí n tó pàdé wọn yẹn náà mo ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run gba ògo ìwọ̀n bá díẹ̀ tá à ń ṣe Ọlọ́run bá wa fèrè sí i. Then nígbà tí mo tún wá pàdé wọn tá a dá program yẹn sílẹ̀ ní church tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ sí program yẹn wọ́n bá change tó fún wa pé ká tún fi kún business wa ó tún jẹ́ kí business yẹn kó tún improve ju ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn nǹkan míì tí mi kì í ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ mo tún àdẹ̀ torí tí bá ṣe bí fried rice jollof rice wọ́n ti ní kí n ṣe salad wọ́n á ní kí n tún ṣe àwọn nǹkan mi coleslaw gbogbo wọ́n á tún fi sí. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé àtìgbà tí mo tún ti join tí mo ti láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ program tí mo ti join wọn ní church pé Ọlọ́run tún gba ògo ju ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ.
My business growth is very okay. When I start a program, at least there are some changes. Let me say many and plenty changes. And I've been interacting with customers very well, and with what they've lectured us that I'm using is helping me with my market and my patients.
The most important consideration is results. We believe that this foundation, they are results oriented. We look at the content. The course content is very robust. They are passionate about what they do. We were part of it throughout from the beginning to the end. The delivery is amazing. They were able to carry the women along. They were able to impact them. And when you look at the content, it's not only about, oh, we want to just give these women this money. What are they going to do with it? They were taught about accountability. They were taught about record keeping. They were even taught about their health. You look at the health, because health is wealth. If they are not healthy, there's no way they can trade. There's no way they can make income. You know, it can be achieved. They taught them all of this. Health insurance was also part of it. So, these are things that help them to develop in every area of their life. So the content is very good and delivery is amazing.
Proshare Foundation, in partnership with Women of Honor, launched the SIMBI Empowerment Project in August 2021 to reach grassroots women living in urban areas. The project was designed to bridge the gap between financial literacy and inclusion and boost robust tools that will make for a seamless process leading to financial independence.
For us at the foundation, the SIMBI project was an eye-opener for us. I would say that while at the field, we had, it was a learning curve for us because this was one of the very first approaches we had dealing with these women. You would think that they really did not know anything about financial management. Yes, they knew at their level, but the process of managing, they knew how to make money. The process of managing wasn't there. The process of multiplying wasn't there. They didn't know how to, they didn't have any idea about insurance. They didn't have any idea about micro health schemes. They didn't know how to take care of their health. So it was all just a whole lot out there. And for us, putting this package together, it was very impactful because you could see the joy and smile on the faces of the women. They were very excited. They were very happy. At the end of it all, they had good things to say because yes, they earn, and they were saving at the micro level where the thrift collector comes to collect the daily savings from them, but they didn't know how to. And one key thing which I found very interesting was the definition of success for them. So at different levels, you would say that what is success to you? I got talking to majority of them. Success for them, the definition of success for them was that they could, the ability for them to be able to fend for their families, because 80% of these women were breadwinners in their homes and they could fend for their families, and most importantly, they could train their children. So one particular conversation I had with one of the women, she said, success for me is that I have been able to train my 3 children actually, through school, and 3 of them are graduates, just from the sale of selling baskets of tomatoes in the market. And ask me how many baskets she sells. She sells just 1 basket of tomatoes on a daily basis. And from that, she could train her children through school to the university level. For her, that was success. You and I can define success as you having assets, having investments here and there, but their level of the definition for success for them is at a different level. For that, for me, it was that was the measure of success of that project.
At the core of Proshare Foundation is to educate, enlighten, and empower. And having achieved this through the series of financial training and seed grants empowerment for 3 women, Proshare Foundation and partners shared their words of advice, while the beneficiaries didn't hold back their appreciation.
Mo fẹ́ appreciate wọn fún program tí wọ́n dá sílẹ̀, ìgbésẹ̀ tó gbé àti fún help tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa, torí ẹlòmíì ló ń wá opportunity báyìí tí wọn ò rí, ṣùgbọ́n I appreciate wọn ní Redeemed Christian Church of God, especially my mobile church. We really appreciate them fún help tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa, àtẹ̀lé tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe, àtẹ̀lé tó ń ṣe, àtẹ̀lé tó tún máa ṣe fún wa. We really appreciate them. May God bless them more and more in Jesus' name. Ẹ ṣé gan.
I really happy for the Proshare Foundation. God go dey bless them more, because this knowledge wey I acquire, it go stay with me forever, and this knowledge wey I acquire, I go pass it on to other people. In fact, the knowledge say I can't pass the knowledge to my mother, but my mother said they sell sweet potato. Now I tell her, Mama, this thing wey they say, you just they say, you know, they keep savings. They remove like 200 they keep. She was so happy. And this thing now because of the knowledge we acquire for the Proshare. If not that, I will not be able to pass it on to others. So I'm really grateful, and God will bless them well well.
Proshare Foundation, mo fẹ́ kí yín pé ẹ ṣé fún àwọn ìyànjú tẹ́ ẹ fún wa bẹ́ ṣe gbà wá nímọ̀ràn lérí àwọn ọjà wa, àwọn iṣẹ́ wa bó ṣe máa lọ sókè. Mo kí yín pé ẹ ṣé, Ọlọ́run á máa ràn yín náà lọ́wọ́. Bí tẹ́lẹ̀ tí help wa dé, àwa náà á ní jẹ́ kí ojú kó tì yín, àwa náà á help ara wa lọ sókè. Ẹ ṣé gan-an, Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín.
I thank them. They really help a lot. I really appreciate them. At least they help my market.
My message to people is that as a woman, as individual, we must all go there and make impact. We must all go out there to even make it a commitment on our side to impact one woman or the other. We meet these women every day. We neglect them most of the time. You know, even for me personally, it's an eye-opener. You know, you can impact, if you impact the life of a woman, in other words, you've impacted about 6 people. That single woman might have like 3 children, about 2 other people living with her, you know. So we should all go there. We should make it a commitment. It's part of nation building. We should make it a commitment on our part to empower these women, to look out for them, to seek out for them, to see them as your sister, to see them as somebody that can influence them positively and as a way of influencing the nation positively as well.
My message to the beneficiaries of this empowerment program is that you go out there and multiply what has been given to you, not just for yourself. Look out for other people who are in need that you can share and transfer what you have learned onto. Go out there and grow other women.
My general view and advice to people, to the society is that we need more people to come out and sponsor this noble initiative. Women at the grassroots need our support, and a little support you can give to them will go a long way to make our society a better place. So I would like to advocate that more people should come out, more people should support this initiative, more people should give their resources. They should be part of this noble move and ensure that our women at the grassroots live a better life.
My advice to the women is that we've set the ball rolling and they should simply keep the fire burning. They've learned quite a number of lessons and they should simply just go out, implement. And most especially, I would like to say this, that when a woman is empowered, she's in the cluster to empower other women. We have actually put these women in clusters and we hope that they would be able to pay this forward in empowering other women. Thank you.